Hi, I'm Will, and this is a movie review for the movie Suicide Squad, here on the Geezer Guide to Better Living. This movie got a few bad reviews from people who hadn't even seen it before it even came out. So I ignored all of those reviews, which I shouldn't have been looking at anyway. And I got up and I got out and I went to see the movie for myself. And it was not a bad movie. I was pleased with all of the actors they picked to play the characters in this movies. There could be a few minor ticks that I think that they need to fix, and I will discuss that as I talk about each of the characters. This is a no spoiler video, so I'm just going to talk about the characters and if the actors portray them well. Viola Davis played the government operative Amanda Waller. I think she did an excellent job in this character, and I think that this was one of the standout characters. Amanda Waller's job was to put together a group of bad people to deter any superhuman or metahuman threat against mankind or the U.S. government. Will Smith played the character Trickshot, who is a hired assassin who never misses a target. He can take out a whole army by himself with any weapon. He brought a human aspect to a cold-hearted killer, but sometimes being Will Smith can outpower a character. The antagonistic relationship between Trickshot, who is a soldier of fortune, and the soldier played by Joel Kinnaman was a good storyline in this movie. Margot Robbie played the role of the Joker's girlfriend, Harley Quinn. She played this role very well because before the end of the movie, I loved and hated her at the same time. Her voice was like fingernails on a chalkboard, but I believe that's how the character should be portrayed. Cara Delevingne played the role of Dr. Moon, who was possessed by an ancient witch that went by the name Enchantress. She called upon her by whispering her name, which was cool. Courtney played the character of Captain Boomerang. He uses boomerangs like the Batman used batarangs. He was there mostly for comic relief, but sometimes his Aussie accent got a little too thick for me. Adewale, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, played Killer Croc. At first, I was a little pissed because of the way they portrayed him as being black, but then I realized they were not portraying him as being black, but of being of street culture. The character Killer Croc should have been more CGI because I don't think a regular human can portray him as foreboding and fearsome as he is in the comic books. Jay Hernandez plays El Diablo, the only true mutant on the Suicide Squad. Karen Fukuhara played the role of Katana. She was part of Amanda Waller's crew to keep the Suicide Squad under control. She wielded a blade that kills you and traps your soul. Adam Beach played the role of Slipknot. He can tie anything down and he can climb any mountain or any object. Jay Leto played the role of the Joker. I think that he had a good portrayal of this character because he played the Joker as a man in love with Harley Quinn. People can talk about this movie and talk about the Joker forever, but I think that we can do that on another video. There were a lot of cameos in this movie, some that are not worth mentioning, but there was one because of all of the trailers showed that there will be an appearance of the Batman. The one thing in the movie that bothered me the most was the appearance of Scott Eastwood, who is Clint Eastwood's son. Sometimes he was front and center of the movie, and I didn't understand why because his character was a minor character. It seems like they were doing it to let everyone know that he was a part of the movie. The Joker's car was one of the cool things about this movie. It was really hot. For those of you who have watched a few of my movie reviews, you know I give the movies a different type of rating. You can watch the video on that. I give this movie a C at the movie rating. If you are not a Suicide fan, you can go and wait for it to come out on Redbox or something like that. But I enjoyed the movie, and I think that I will see it again at the Dollar Theater if it comes to the Dollar Theater. Because any big action movie, you have to see it on the big screen because you will miss some of the action if you see it on a small screen. It will be less dramatic. So I give it a C at the movie rating. As always, I appreciate you watching my videos, and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you get a chance, will you please check out my art website at buildthebarber.pixels.com. And I thank you again.